Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and of course take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
He'll buy some time right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
And a lane slow and materializing there as they get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's Chandler on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Here's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. touchdown there. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Roughing the tackle, defense.
So instead... Field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Following the interception, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as it drilled up in practice.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down to about the 33-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Big play from a big man, Kayvon Thibodeau, off the edge and dropping him behind the line. Now a handoff to Chandler. Evades him at the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning the perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw. Jones looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Operating from the gun. Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials. Sometimes. Protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Yeah, on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Back to throw. Jones. And they cannot convert, and they turn it over. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He finds his man complete. It's Chandler. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down. Here's Cousins. his man, complete. That's Chandler. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Cousins on first down. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Cousins now to throw on first down. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coach. Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On first and 10, Cousins. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll find Hodgins there complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Jones throwing for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Off the play fake. Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Talk about the guy who played on the line, caught it or ran it. How about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins completes it to Powell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Lead. Second down. Cousins again. Open is Powell. That's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brandon Powell from a yard out. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to... They were facing CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another three. This one incomplete as well. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Ball had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. To throw again on second down. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. They'll look to throw again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Shifts by him. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down to the 20-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now a second down and 6. They run it with Chandler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Chandler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From the end zone, this is Mickens. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing, Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. There he goes, left side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gano the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now Jones to throw from his end zone. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Three yards remain for second down. Now Jones. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You walked in and you looked at the advantages, and you saw that they had most of them had taken